Okay, so I'm just reading here. 2 seconds. Let me get myself together here. I'm always like shaking. Okay, so Prince William, Kate Middleton are pillars of shaky monarchy. Whole thing can come crashing down, according to expert. This was in Fox News by Stephanie Nolasco, and it was 2 days ago. So, wow, right? What is the expert's real opinion here? It says here, could the Prince and Princess of Wales be key to saving a monarchy plagued by a health crisis? Some royal experts seem to think so. Well, how can they be key to saving a monarchy plagued by a health crisis when 50% of that partnership is the epicenter of this alleged health crisis? Kate is the one who has health issues. She's the one who's having a health crisis that seems to be ongoing into infinity, where she said that, cancer cells had been found and she's getting preventative chemotherapy for the past 6 months. She's the one with a health crisis, so how can she be key to saving the monarchy? The question is, who can save Kate, right? But anyway, it says here King Charles III, who once expressed his desire for a slimmed down monarchy, has witnessed several key members of the royal family become sidelined. Both he and Kate Middleton are battling cancer, whatever that even means, and his sister, Princess Anne, recognized as his right hand woman, has been hospitalized for a concussion. Okay, well, this is the slim down monarchy right here. And the thing is, George, Charlotte, and Louis are not going to be little forever. In fact, you blink and they're going to be, adults. They're going to be in their 20s. You just blink and it happens. And I've seen this happen repeatedly, not just in the context of the royal family. I mean, kids grow up fast. So you do have 3 heirs to the throne after William, and maybe they should try to have 2 more kids. I think they need more kids. Honestly, I think Kate and William need to have more children, even if it means, by surrogate. I'm sure Kate probably, well, I don't know. I was going to say she probably has frozen her eggs, but for security reasons, she probably has not. You know what I mean? Because how easy someone could infiltrate that, take her eggs or her fertilized, if they're fertilized, take those and blackmail the royal family with that. I don't think they froze their eggs or have any embryos out there. But at 42 with cancer, it's not necessarily going to be the easiest thing, but she could have more babies for sure. Especially these days with all of the fertility treatments out there, she could have more children. And as far as I'm concerned, she needs to have more children. You know, she needs to have more children, even if it's anonymously by surrogate, so they don't know it's the royal family who's having the baby. And, have at least 2, maybe 4 more kids. They need more kids to keep this thing going. I don't even know what to call it, but keep it going. It says here Prince Andrew has been keeping a low profile. It says William and Kate, far and away the most beloved members of the royal family, really are the pillars on which the future of the monarchy rests. Christopher Anderson, author of The King, told Fox News Digital, if either one of them starts to wobble, the whole thing can come crashing down. At any moment, Kate is at her most vulnerable. Now, at the moment, Kate is at her most vulnerable. The ground beneath Kate is shifting in major ways. Only time can tell if she can stand strong. Yes, but you just said that she's the pillar, and you just said that the whole monarchy rests on her. But then you say how she's so vulnerable and you're not sure that she can be strong. So I'm not sure how both of these things can be true, but I guess. You know, I guess. I think the key is that they need more kids, honestly. Like double the number of children they have is a strategy. Um Royal author Katie Nicholl recently wrote in Vanity Fair that the palace did not have a game plan following the devastating dual cancer diagnosis for the king and his daughter in law. This was not a public scandal or crisis like an abdication. Nevertheless, it forced a rethink for Charles in terms of his slim down monarchy. Listen, it's not a question of the slim down monarchy, it's a question of relevance. Okay, I understand that this man is the head of state of England, but I mean, if Charles dies tomorrow, with all due respect, or next week or next year, this man is the head of state of England? I don't know. I mean, and that's not to take anything away from William's accomplishments. It's not to belittle or insult William. It's not even to doubt his qualifications, his expertise, and his competence. But honestly, this man is the head of state of England. He just seems to me so underprepared, so under ready, so unqualified, even, right? Because he hasn't really done anything to show that he can handle the job, except if the job is simply a question of sitting in the chair, having the prime minister come in, and just yesing the prime minister on everything and just signing his name without even knowing or understanding what he's signing. Because, this man is totally, he's a pampered man. He really hasn't really done anything or experienced anything of any substance or consequence that, in my opinion, would entitle him to this title of head of state, with all due respect to hereditary head of statehood and things like that. The days in which we live, I mean, one has to question this sort of nepo type of thinking. I mean, on what basis is this man the key to the monarchy and head of state and all of this? It just doesn't make any sense. He just seems barely out of his own adolescence and with no leadership experience. And frankly, I don't see any leadership traits. Even if he's not, doesn't have experience, I think Harry by far has more leadership traits, natural traits of leadership. He takes more of an initiative. Harry takes more of an initiative than William. And I think Harry exhibits just more valor and more leadership traits, whereas you're handing everything to William, including the head of state title and the pillar of the monarchy. But there's no substance to support that. And I think they all know it. And then you're saying that Kate is also the key and the pillar, but that you're also admitting how wobbly she is. She too, unfortunately, I mean, she's a beautiful girl, right? And she dresses exceptionally well, etc. But the substance is not there. I mean, this is no Queen Elizabeth. This isn't even a Princess Diana. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It says here, the simple truth is that the royal family cannot be whittled down to a precious few without the risk of having it grind to a halt altogether, Anderson explained. For over 70 years, the Windsors had longevity on their side, almost to a ridiculous extent. Queen Elizabeth II lived to be 96, and her husband, Prince Philip, to 99, the longest living royal male in history. Didn't they say that it was Meghan and Harry's fault that he died or something because they did the documentary or something while he was in the hospital, and so this 99-year-old died? I mean, it was just like Comedy Central. The Queen Mother was drowning her favorite gin and dubonnet right up until the end at the astounding age of 101. Look, yeah, the Windsors are, whatever their title or surnames really is, they're interesting people and they live long lives, right? But the idea that William and Kate are the um, future of the monarchy, I mean, and that they are the pillars of the monarchy, yeah, and that William is some, inherent by birth head of state is just like, wow. The enigmatic and elegant Princess of Wales is integral to the future of the monarchy, she said. Everyone is wishing her a full recovery. She just needs a few more months of cancer treatment and peace to get fully fit and well. When she's back to regular work, we will have forgotten about health struggles and the fragile monarchy narrative. I don't think these people understand what's really going on here with Kate. You see, Kate doesn't want this. This is the whole point. Kate, this cancer thing. Um, Here it says here, Anderson believes all eyes are on William, even now more, even more now as heir to the throne. As for Kate, everyone seems to be waiting with bated breath for her official return to public life. Yeah, I don't think they understand what's going on here, or they do understand, but they're pretending not to understand, and they're using reverse psychology to get Kate and William to respond. Because, yes, as I said, something occurred where Kate did, the word cancer was used to Kate. I think it was some kind of pre-cancer abnormal cell situation. As I have said, a lot of women get that. It's an outpatient thing. Kate was not hospitalized after January. She's been home for 6 months. She's been outpatient, so you know that she's not on death's door, because people on death's door are not sent home outpatient. They're kept in a hospital or some facility to receive care. Kate has been home all this time, so you know she's not seriously ill. So this idea that she's battling cancer and she's cancer stricken is a false narrative. It's a false narrative. I believe, and I'm going to stand by it unless I'm proven wrong, that Kate and William decided to slow down their work. It was a quiet quitting, kind of a strike from these royal duties that they did with this cancer thing, right? This cancer thing was really a pretext so that they could get out of these royal appearances, because in the end you appear for 10 minutes, you appear for 30, you appear even for an hour, you shake hands, you cut ribbons, you know, you don't change anybody's lives with that, and they know that. It's very shallow, it's very ridiculous, it changes nothing, there's no impact, there are no measurable results for anybody's lives. But for them, it's very like annoying, harassing, and just repetitive, getting up every day, getting dressed, and going on these ridiculous royal engagements, which they know are useless expenditures of their time, which is why William asks to work remotely, because he doesn't want to keep wasting his time. He knows this is a waste of time. This going around, shaking hands, cutting ribbons. It's just a total waste of time. One of those engagements had Kate going to a prison. She wants nothing to do with it. So when you talk about Kate's official return to public life, you're going to be waiting a very long time for that. Kate wants nothing to do with an official return to public life. She wants her life as it is, behind the scenes, living quietly, away from the glare of the spotlight and away from the responsibility of having to do these ridiculous, appearances, which are dubbed royal engagements, to satisfy people in the public and the media that she and her husband are busy doing something to earn the 20 million, 25 million, whatever it is that they earn per year to be working royals. She doesn't mind being royal, right? But she is not going to be officially returning to public life anytime soon. And that, my friends, is going to be doctor's orders. You just watch. That is what they are going to say. She will make occasional appearances to places and events that she likes. For example, Trooping the Color. For example, Wimbledon. Things like that. But this constant everyday clown show, and it is a clown show for both William and Kate. And you can't really blame them 100% because, okay, you want us to make royal engagements, but make it make sense. Make it have some substance. You have us like a bunch of clowns, twirling pizzas, burning, scrambled eggs on some stupid cooking show, going into prisons. It's just stupid, right? It's stupid. It changes nobody's life. It's just an annoyance to us, right? And we don't want any of it anymore. And that's why Kate disappeared for 6 months. Not because she's battling cancer. She isn't. She doesn't have cancer, and she never said she did. She said cancer had been found, had been, past perfect tense. In English, that means it no longer is there. That's the meaning of the past perfect tense, right? And she took preventative chemo as a precautionary measure. But she's not battling cancer. This is a lie. It's a false narrative, right? And there's going to be no official return to public life anytime soon because it's boring to her and it's pointless to both her and William. They want nothing to do with it. So this thing in this Fox News article, either they are daft or they bloody well see what's going on and they're using reverse psychology on the royals. What is your thought about all of this? And do you agree that Kate and William need to have at least 2 to 3 more kids to really shore up the monarchy if they really believe it's so shaky and that its future is in question? So what are your thoughts on this? That's it for this one. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.